Hi, and welcome to Lule of All Aces. Yesterday, we celebrated World Teachers' Day, and it was on the same day, October 5, in 1996 or 1994, if I'm not mistaken. It Since then, we have been celebrating it to commemorate the signing of the UNESCO and ILO for the recommendations of the practices and benefits of the teachers worldwide or internationally. And it has been held in Paris. And I think the agreement has been translated for several languages, and it includes Arabic, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, and English, and Russian, just to name a few for those who participated. So then, since 1994 or 1986, I'm not so sure, we have been celebrating World Teachers' Day. And for me, as one of the nieces of a very hardworking teacher in the Philippines, and the daughter of to be a teacher, because my mother was not able to finish college, but he started studying education. But in spite of that, she's also a good teacher because she's able to brought us up and able to think about ways and how for us to continue our education with the help, of course, of my father. So I was been thinking, who was the first teacher? Religiously speaking, we all know that the first teacher were the prophets, and one of them are also Jesus Christ. So after that, things have changed. So, of course, there's a lot of events, history, and laws that has been imposed. So we could consider from the history Confucius as one of the first teacher, and that was in 561 BC, where when he was born, he didn't come from a well-off family, and those days he really struggled because education is just for those rich and royalty and well-known families. So he has to find ways and prove that he is worth. And when he was able to get the education, he became the first private teacher. So kudos to all the teachers out there, because without all of you guys, there wouldn't be any firemen, no nurse in front of you, and there wouldn't be anyone who has been professional, and nonetheless, those who even had the knowledge to read and write, aside from the walking and talking from home. So thank you guys for making the school as our second home. And on my vlog today, I'm going to relate the World International Teachers' Day for my Starbucks collection, because I have been collecting mugs, tumblers, city mugs, and tumblers from different places. Now, not all of them are bought on the places where I've been to, because some of the places I haven't been to, I just asked some of my friends, and some were gifts when they visited different countries, and some were traded out when I visited my sister in Bahrain. So they asked me to buy, and I have to trade some of them. So it's like when you're familiar with the Swatch pop watch before, that you swap with a swatch, although I haven't done that before. I didn't do that before. I mean, those were like the principle that we did just for us to avail the different kinds of mugs for our collection. And just so, because I love coffee, I really, really love coffee. I don't drink liquors, but given a chance, I drink like one or two shots socially on occasions, because you know you're in a party, so I think you might as well give the credit to the host, and it will be rude if you won't drink since you attended a party, and that's it. Now we will be starting off with the iconic Starbucks 8 ounces. This is I bought this in one of the shops here in Riyadh, and I have like a dozen of these, and I have like 6 of the 16 ounces with the same design. So I really, really love it. And if you're going to ask me, I don't keep them as a display. I use them because like my Louis Vuitton collection, I don't baby my bags, and that's the reason why you buy mugs. No, you'd probably be asking, what if it breaks? Then it's break. It's broken if it breaks, so might as well get broken while using it rather than get broken and not even had a chance to use it and enjoy the coffee, right? So next to my mug is on the New Mexico. I have this. Let me focus on, yeah. I have this design also in Texas and in Los Angeles, and I think I brought the two in the Philippines. And in the Philippines, I also have others that are not going to be here. I have the city map for Bahrain, UAE, Dubai, Riyadh, Jeddah, Dawam, San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Antonio, Hong Kong, Japan, Ireland, Ireland, and then I have also the Dublin. Then I also have the tumblers of each of those, and I also have the China, Prague, Australia, Germany, New Zealand, and Russia. Moving on, we'll go through the different mugs. I have here the London. This is a trade-in for Bahrain tumbler and Bahrain mug with one of my flatmates. Next is one of my favorites, which I bought when I was in New York, is the New York City mug. The City mug has two versions. The one that you have seen from the London design is the first one, and the one that you are seeing right now is, I think this is the better one to collect, but it's just that it is not easy to find, probably because there's a lot of people who would buy this rather than the common one, because this one is like it's not limited edition, but they don't produce that much, so when it finishes you have to just wait for a couple of days or weeks on certain shops. So this is how it is. Next is I asked my friend to buy this for me when she went to Korea, and this is the Seoul. You could see the iconic landmarks and of course the Starbucks logo. Now I think this is the last mug that I have here, and the others are already in the Philippines. This is from Thailand. I also have like a tumbler for this, and I believe I already shipped it in the Philippines. Now we'll go to the different kinds of tumbler. This is from Japan. I asked my friend to buy this for me. I haven't been to Japan, but I should hope to be there one day and probably buy some items in Starbucks. Next is from London. Yeah, I mentioned to you it's a trade for my Bahrain, London, and mug. But I also am keeping the Bahrain and London. When I visited my sister, I bought quite a few. And this is from Malaysia. And this is from China. now I have the two glass tumbler from Los Angeles when I went to visit the city there. This is from New York. I haven't used this because there are two tumblers that I often use, and I'll show you a bit later. This is the shaker. I haven't used this. I have been having this like for about probably 7 or 9 years. That long. I haven't used this, or I used it once, then I placed them back. So it has 4 tumblers or cups, and can be packed in one like that. You can shake your cold coffee. It's actually for cold only. You can mix them, and then it's like mixing. You can actually put a little liqueur on it, and then you can pour through this spout or opening. Then I have the last two that I always use. I use this often for work because it's thin, so I'm not going to be worried about the spillage and breaking of the glass because it's not the glass. I use this often because of the slender shape, and it helps if my bag is like full. And the other one is also made from tin, just so because this is the only tumbler that I have with handle, and it's so versatile, and between this and this I often use this one. Ironically, I'm having coffee now before I sleep, but I'm using the bag of bean mug. I always like having or collecting mugs. I also have the mug from Krispy Kreme, and I think I have a mug from Dunkin' Donuts. Just because when I was a little girl, I often see people who always carry mugs in the morning, and I was just wondering, and I asked my mother one day why we haven't got mugs. So we have been victim of an arson. Not arson because it's not actually planned, but our house got burned out, and it's like almost a block of our house, or I mean almost a block of the neighborhood has been burned way back in 1986. And after that, we don't have anything with us. We live with our cousins, and it just so happened that their mugs are like just enough for them, and we couldn't afford to buy extra drinking glass. We only use like one kind of glass for our water, for our juice, for our coffee. So before, it doesn't matter whether it's hot, you could use the glass cup to enjoy your coffee. So I promised myself that I'm going to buy a lot of mug just so I can enjoy my cup of coffee. And that's a little silly history about why I'm collecting mugs. And in my opinion, it's just that Starbucks is one of the iconic coffee shop, and I'm not actually limited to drinking Starbucks because I actually have like Nespresso coffee machine, so it's not Starbucks. Plus, we enjoy going to Dr. Cafe and Java Cafe and Coffee Beanie. So it's just that I single down my collection to Starbucks because it's their branch is easier, their coffee shop is easy to accessible to complete your collection, in my opinion. So that's it, and of course, you know the drill. You can always catch me up on my other social media accounts. That's going to be in the description box, and you can like and subscribe. It helps me a lot, and I really appreciate your time and watching. And of course, indulay is you learn nonsense to useful things that you can apply on your daily lives. And to all of you teachers there, let's celebrate and thank you for teaching us every day. Thank you for watching. Bye. Take care.